slow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Championship game.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And all the way down to the 29.
Murray's pass.
A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Johnson again, the ball carrier.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Murray's pass.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cardinals 3, Cowboys nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over.
So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense.
And it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own
22nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Good for a Cowboy.
On first down, Wilson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Elliott.
Throwing is Wilson.
Cowboys.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
10 at the 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Wilson now off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Number 21.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
The tackle made by Devondre
from the 38. Wilson. He's got Burton here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
4 yards.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25 yards.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A pickup of 44 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Out of the end zone.
Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
At the 6-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
The score, Cardinals 20. Cowboys.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Oh, boy. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's a 34-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen. But when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now here come the Cowboys. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same way. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Wilson, back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to... And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On second down, Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Oh, boy. Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
4 yards.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Second and 11 now. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour, the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this, okay? Now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe with a cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only when it gets exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only when it gets exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
to winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring, this for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner, only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner, just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23, whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23, whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. Off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and go I can't watch TV. It's all a lot, tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was young and something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Our first Sunday night of the season, the Cowboys and Rams from Los Angeles. Let's go. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Rams go on offense for the first time in their brand-new SoFi Stadium, and the man leading the way to christen that new stadium in his 5th season now, quarterback Jared Goff.
Plenty new with the Los Angeles Rams this year. Brand new stadium, brand new uniforms. The lead running back has changed. But Jared Goff is back as the quarterback for his 5th season as the starter here with the Rams. The weapons have changed a little bit on the perimeter, but Jared Goff believes that he's going to get back to his gunslinging ways.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations. expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Malcolm Brown, the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Goff
6.
now to throw.
34-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down. You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brown, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Cowboys nothing.
Third and 2. Goff. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Results in a fourth down.
Henderson going to run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
10 more there and another first down. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield on that.
They're looking for